Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my new video. Today we're going to be doing a special video about PTE channel, my channel, and I'm going to give you a brief history about it and also why I'm going to be opening up a new channel this weekend. I'm also going to be talking about some light topics, just some fun, friendly topics, especially about these two. These two have been all over my Twitter feed, so I'm going to be talking about them. But before I do, guys, I'm really gonna give you a slight history of my channel and why I need to open up a new one. So as you know, I opened my first channel way back in 2020, I believe. This was at the end of Trump's first term and also during the beginning of COVID. And those of you who have been following me from the start will remember my reasons for starting my new channel because I didn't like the fact that Trump basically came after China. It all started with Huawei, and he banned Huawei. He got other countries to ban Huawei, like UK, for example. And UK has been suffering ever since. They've not had any 5G, by the way. They've not had any 5G replacements. It's all 4.5G, fake 5G. So UK has been really suffering by kicking out Huawei. And as you know, 5G, there's so many benefits that can bring 5G to a country. And this is one of the reasons why Britain has been falling behind with the rest of the world because they have very slow internet, guys. When you have fast internet, it really helps you as a country because you stay ahead of technology. And as a business, if you have fast internet, you can do so much things with fast internet. For example, you can transfer huge amounts of data across sites. You can transfer data across your customers. Customers can do the same thing. You can do, you know, remote operations. You can do, you know, automatic driving with self-driving cars. You can do so much with fast internet. The world is your oyster. You can, power up drones everywhere and power up remote robots. You can do so much, guys. And Britain has been falling behind. And ever since they kicked out Huawei, they've not been able to replace the 5G. So I was extremely unhappy about that. But I was extremely unhappy more because Trump was being absolutely racist towards the Chinese. And and because of that, lots of Chinese or Asians were getting beaten up all over the world. And one of my friends, actually from UK, we went to university together. He got attacked and he got put into a coma. Because the severity of the attack was so bad, he got put into a coma. So I was extremely upset about that, and I decided to make a channel to make people understand the truth about China and Chinese people. Because I felt that at the time there wasn't many channels out there spreading the truth about China. I think there was a few, I remember. Um, I used to follow people like Life in China, that white guy who lives in China. I used to follow him. I used to follow Barrett and a few other guys as well. Can't remember exactly. Oh yeah, Daniel Dumbrill. I used to follow Daniel Dumbrill and a few others. Not there was not many channels, to be honest, talking nicely about China. There was a lot of anti-Chinese channels. So I decided to kind of start my life talking nice things about China and stuff like that because I actually did visit China and I have lots of fond memories living there. And I hope to go back soon. Might be sooner than you think, guys. I'm just working on a few things at the moment. So I opened my channel and it started doing very well. And obviously in Britain there is a very anti-Chinese sentiment here, and all the media always puts a bad light on China. So if you're living in UK and you talk nicely about China, your channel gets heavily restricted. So my channel got heavily shadow banned, and I eventually got demonetized. And so I had to move to a new channel. So I opened up a new channel, and at that time, the Ukraine war was happening as well. And I was talking about the Ukraine war, about, I was saying nice things about Russia. I was saying nice things about China. And then my channel basically grew really fast. I went to like 25, 30,000 subscribers, 25,000, 30,000 subscribers, the same amount of subscribers I have now. I basically had that years ago, and it was growing really fast, guys. It was like very, very fast, and then suddenly they added me on this website written by NGOs. So in this website, there's three channels which they've named. Basically, they're accusing these channels of disinformation, and this is a NGO NATO-owned website from the EU. And they said basically this website is about channels which spread disinformation. So there's three channels in here. One is I Earl Grey. So I don't know if you guys remember I Earl Grey. He's based in Russia, but since then his channel's been demonetized and shut down. So his channel's been completely shut down, and also he's been named as a terrorist by the British government. So so if he sets foot in UK, he will be arrested basically. So I don't know if you remember this guy. So luckily he's living in Russia, so they obviously they can't arrest him unless he comes to UK. And so luckily he's in Russia, living a good life. But his channel's been shut down. So the other guy you can see here, Gonzalo Lira. So those of you who know Gonzalo Lira, he was killed by Ukraine. He was arrested for his content, and then he was killed in prison, basically. So that was tragic news. And then you can see here, I was also named as well. And this is what they say: new life to obsolete channels. He said some cases old inactive YouTube channels resumed activity. So it says here PTE well gone crazy. The channel gathers over 22,000 subscribers and a total of 2.2 million views. So I was very, very successful at that time. It was established on June 16, 2012. Well, well, obviously, because I didn't open a brand new channel. It was basically an old channel. I just re-enabled it really, and it says only started posting in February 2022 and has broadcasted 116 videos so far. And basically, what it says is here at the bottom. The videos include anti-NATO, anti-EU, and anti-refugee stances. Even the British government crisis leading for the resignation of Boris Johnson was instrumentalized to push pro-Russian claims. There is additional content focused on geopolitics, India and China, or advancing the idea that COVID-19 was an anti-Chinese US bioweapon. Of course it is. I mean, there's evidence coming out then and also now, which I'm right about. For instance, he denounces a video with an unprecedented propaganda war on Russia, asserts that Ukraine has no democracy, which is correct. States that NATO and Americans are pushing for this war, correct, and that Zelensky is a puppet to the US and the West, of course, yeah, 100%, from which he got billions in properties and savings, yes, of course, everyone knows that, even Trump knows that. According to Social Blade, the estimated monthly earnings so far is 1.6k USD, which is not true, guys, but we'll let them believe that. But you can see, like, they basically put a report on me, and then after that, it was downhill from there with my channel. And I'll tell you what happened, guys. This is crazy. So then my channel got shadow banned, and I was working in for the government at the time, and I actually got sacked from my job because of this content. And then there was a knock on my door, and it was the police basically, and they arrested me for questioning, and they put me on bail. And as part of the bail conditions, I was not allowed to make any political videos while they were investigating. So that took a couple of years. So the whole point of this is basically they want me out of social media. Even if it takes 2 years, they want me out of social media so they can push their fake, false narratives online. And they have people like me out of the picture, which means I cannot spread the truth. So 2 years later, they sent me a letter saying, "Oh, we are not going to go ahead with with basically the courts, and I'm free to basically do whatever I want, basically." And that was after 2 years. After 2 years, I kind of got fed up. Really, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do YouTube again because all this, all these arrests really affected me, my family as well, and they blocked me from Google AdSense, and they blocked me from one of my bank accounts. So they caused me a lot of problems, guys. And yeah, so I wasn't like sure whether I wanted to come back to YouTube or not. So I made a few videos here and there, and my mind wasn't really into it. Then the Gaza war happened, and obviously the Iran war has happened, and I just feel that I really need to just stay in YouTube and just spread the truth. Really, I think everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves to know the truth, what's happening in the world, not just for China, Russia, but everywhere in the world. It's all the same thing, basically. Um, it's all the same thing. These people in charge are basically doing the same thing to China, to Iran, to Russia, and it's all about control of the hegemony. They don't want to lose the hegemony, and they want total global dominance. And this is what they're doing. And all roads lead to China. Obviously, China is the final boss, but they're trying to take out Russia. They're trying to take out Iran, Venezuela. They've already done. They've taken out Syria. So it's like a big chess piece, and they're taking out small little pawns here and there, and they're working their way towards the king, basically. So you see, guys, I've had a really rough journey over the past few years doing YouTube channels. And the bad news is I'm living in UK, so that means if they don't like something, they can always come back and arrest me again. If I was living abroad, it would have been much easier for me to just, say what I want and have more freedom. But because I'm in UK, things are things are quite difficult. I have to be careful what I say. But knowing my big mouth, I, I'm not really that kind of person. I always say what's on my mind. And as you can see from my video, I don't really hold back with anything. Whatever I say, I say. So one of my channels has been very, very anti-Jewish, as you know, anti-Indian. And if you're anti-Jewish and anti-Indian, then you will not survive in YouTube. They will find a way to block you, ban you, shadow ban you, and that's it, really. And that's been my picture. So my channel has not been growing more than 30,000 subs, and part of it is my fault, by the way, because obviously because I've not been doing the channel regularly um, over the past few years, and obviously because of my rest and also bail conditions, and also when those bail conditions ended, I didn't feel like doing YouTube anymore. I just felt like maybe I should just give up because I got used to not doing YouTube videos. So it took a while to get used to doing them again. So now I've gone back into the habit of doing them. So it's making it much easier for me now. So so yeah, so my channel's been heavily shadow banned. It's not growing. and I feel now is the time to start a new channel. And I've been working with YouTube a long time to know what works, what doesn't work. What works in YouTube is the amount of views that you get from your subscribers. So basically, I've got like 30,000 subscribers, and because I've not been doing much YouTube videos over the past few years, a lot of them have left YouTube, or a lot of the fans have have gone on to follow other channels, and 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 I've got my loyal team that always kind of follow my channel and stuff, which is you guys. And there's approximately 2,000 of you, or maybe 3,000. Because if you look at the views, out of 30,000 subscribers, I always get average of 2,000 or 3,000 views per video. So I've got a loyal supporter base of 2 to 3,000. So the way works is because YouTube looks at the percentage of how many views you get compared to your subscribers. So if I have 30,000 subscribers and I get 3,000 views, that's 10%. So it's not really good for YouTube to kind of push out content if there's only 10% of viewers watching my videos. So you have to watch the full video as well. So they also look at that. And so if I open a new channel and if I get you guys to move to the new channel and watch all my videos, even if 3,000 of you move to the new channel and watch all my videos, so imagine if I get 3,000 subscribers and I get 3,000 views in my video, that's 100% success rate. And those are the videos that YouTube will push out to other people. So it's better to grow your channel, do it that way, rather than start, rather than just stay with the same channel where you only get 10% of viewers watching the videos. So it's better to have a new channel where you get 100% of your viewers looking at new channels. If you guys know what I mean. So that's the decision I make, to start a new channel and start again, start fresh. This way I will gain brand new supporters, and YouTube will push it out there, and I should get to where I was a couple of years ago when my channel was growing super fast, and then I was being noticed by all these, EU disinformation websites and NATO websites and things like that. So I will can get back to that place, but I just need to start a new channel to get the YouTube algorithm working. So if you guys are with me, I really appreciate you joining me for this new channel, and let's get back up there where we were. And I promise you guys, this time will be better, bigger, and better. And I promise to be nicer as well, nicer to the Indians. Maybe not. Maybe, maybe I will. I don't know. I'm joking. And I'll try not to mention those special people as well, if you know what I mean. Those special God's chosen people. So I'll try not to mention them too much. And yeah, I think if you see the channels that are really growing really fast, they are very, very careful with what they say. Like for example, with Duran, Alexander is a ex-lawyer, so he knows exactly what to say, what not to say. He's very, very careful. For example, when the Gaza war was happening, they hardly mentioned the Gaza war. They hardly mentioned the Jews or anything like that. Or yeah, so they kept their channel is pretty safe. They try and keep it safe, and that's why their channel grows. And the same with a lot of channels on YouTube. The ones that grow, they keep it safe. They don't mention certain words. They don't mention certain people. They don't take the piss out of certain groups of people. Indians, excuse me. But yeah, that's how they grow. But sometimes with me, I'm just I just can't keep quiet. I just say things as it is. That's why you guys love me. So yeah, so this weekend I'll start the new channel, and I might need to call it completely different, because you can see PTE has been named in this website. So maybe PTE is blacklisted. So maybe I should just start a new channel, call it something different. I'm thinking of calling it something generic, like um, multipolar world or something like that. Um, multipolar or something. I'll decide. Maybe something quite generic. Uh, more about the way the world is going from now until the future. How China, Russia, and Iran are going to be the next superpowers. So I'm going to be basing it around that. So yeah, I think PT name has been blacklisted. I tried searching for PT on YouTube. It doesn't really let me find my channel. So obviously they have done something to my channel where nobody can search for it. Nobody gets any notifications, and all my supporters. Yeah, it's just they don't even know that I'm doing my videos. I think they've really messed up my channel. Anyway, guys, I've created a new channel. This is my new channel, Multipolar World Order, focusing on China and Russia and Iran. Make sure you follow the channel, watch the videos on the channel. It's very important to watch the videos from start to end because that's how YouTube algorithm works now. And that will be very, very helpful, guys. So I really appreciate you friends following me on this. And let's do this, guys. Let's become successful. And they can try and knock us out. They can try and destroy our channel. They can try and, shadow ban us, but it's not going to stop us. We have to keep going. Many times I've felt like giving up, but I thought, you know what, I need to carry on, guys. And there's some important messaging that needs to be said, and people deserve to know the truth, what's happening around the world, especially in China, especially in Russia, and especially in Iran. So if you guys are with me, guys, let's do this. And I've sent the link to the new channel on the description. Make sure you follow me there and subscribe and start watching the videos. As you can see, I've already started uploading videos. So take care for now, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.